And it can't be them. They look way too conservative.
Who would it be then?
It has
might
to
be
be-
Xi'an.
I think it's Taewon and Cheon.
Maybe.
Has to be. Oh
We
my
don't
gosh,
know.
that's our prediction. The scene that made me like go when Theo and Xian were in the helicopter. You know how he was like did something and then
Distracted her.
and then made her feel shy.
And then
and then
got the hand. I hope she ends up with Theo, but I feel like she won't.
I think
For
she'll
some
end up.
reason.
I think she'll end up with Theo.
I hope she does. I also watch it with my husband and we both love it. Like we just both love watching it because it's just like we can all judge and like.
Welcome to the Asian Soup Podcast. This is your co-host Jules.
And this is your co-host Rox.
The Asian Soup Podcast is your cozy space on the internet where we share and discover stories about one another.
We chat about a range of topics from TV shows, relationships and much more.
Come sit with us
And
get
get
nourished.
How are you going?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good.
What were you doing just before today's recording?
Well, I was catching up on my most recent episode of Singles Inferno, season 4. So we're up to episode 6. So we'll see when this podcast episode comes out, hopefully soon. But yeah, how are you doing?
Are there 2 episodes left now?
I don't know how many total.
Yeah, it should be almost finished.
Almost done.
Yeah, because they're pretty short.
Yeah.
What was I doing? I just work, chill, and then it's Friday night, and I'm just looking forward to the weekend.
Great.
But speaking of Singles Inferno,
Yes.
that is the
Topic for today.
exactly. I'm so excited to talk about this show.
Let's get into it then. So, if you don't know what Singles Inferno is, it's the 4th season. It's a Korean dating show on Netflix.
It's like more than a dating show.
Yeah.
To me, like honestly, no one dates in real life, I think, after the show.
Really?
I think
There hasn't
so.
been successful couples from the past.
No, like other
That's so
Korean
sad.
dating shows, I know that they were real couples.
Yeah.
But Singles Inferno, I feel like everybody goes on there for fame.
Oh,
I feel like
okay.
no
I
one's
see.
actually ended up being a couple. But
I
it's
thought there was one couple from an older season, like the guy that was a tailor, and he had a suits business, and
Yeah.
he ended up with.
no,
they're
he
not
didn't.
together anymore?
No, because I follow most of these people
Yeah,
after.
so you know.
Like they all end up having their own YouTube channels and all that. But yeah, no one dates anyone in real life. But yeah, I would describe the show as usually 6 girls or 6 guys or 5 girls, 5 guys. It's sometimes not even, but everybody is super attractive and they're
They're really pretty,
they're all pretty,
really hot,
really
great
hot.
bodies.
Everybody has an amazing
Everyone
body.
looks like a 10, basically.
Oh,
if you-
yeah.
if you talk about it like looks wise.
And they're all on a deserted island.
Yes.
So they're all wearing like, not a lot of clothes and
Yeah.
you can see their abs.
Yeah.
And
it's like a fashion show.
oh
too,
yeah.
like this. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, some of the outfits,
Yeah.
I realized I was watching this TikTok and some people wear, it looks like a casual t-shirt or shirt, but
But
if
it's
you,
designer or
yeah, it's
something.
designer. It's like
Yeah.
a $750 shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, fashion is another big one,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more about the body, I would say. And what's interesting is like when you're on the island, there's hell and heaven.
Inferno and paradise.
and inferno.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Inferno is deserted island.
Yeah.
Paradise is this place where you can, if you and somebody match,
Yeah.
like if you guys pick each other, you get to spend a night in paradise.
Yeah.
And
And
Yeah.
they get to reveal, on Inferno, you're not allowed to reveal your age and occupation. You can only share that once you're in paradise with
Yeah.
your matched
yeah,
person.
which is always kind of interesting
Yeah.
because you don't really sometimes
keeps
like,
things interesting.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
And then whenever they reveal their occupation, they always do like this like montage with like
of
music
them pretending to
and,
work.
like, yeah, pretending to work.
Yeah.
Or going
in their
to
real
uni.
job.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay. But they're all really hot. Like,
Yes.
they're all like models,
Yes,
basically. And
yes.
you're like, do you really do that?
Even though everybody is super, super attractive, something interesting is there's always like 1 or 2 that are standouts as well.
Yes.
I think every season.
Every season, yes. There's like, oh my gosh, like that is number one. And there was always, the standouts are usually the most popular
Yes.
as well. Like they get chosen. They
Yeah, like
have to
3 or 4 people.
Yeah, so on Inferno they have to play all these games and challenges and like choose each other, or like like the men have to fight to win a place at Paradise or something. But yeah, there's always like one guy and one girl that's like the most popular.
I think so. Yeah. So this season, have we described the show? Oh, and I guess at the end of the show, you pick your ultimate like person.
Yeah, and leave
And
Inferno
if you
together.
pick each other, you leave together or you
Yeah.
end up together.
Yeah.
I think that kind of describes it. Oh, and it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Which I think is also another interesting thing, because it's not like some weird show that, you know, a Korean show that you have to stream from some weird website. Like that's what I would normally do.
Oh,
You know, back in the day.
Back in the day,
like,
yeah.
no Netflix. You have to go on some weird website.
No, it's pretty mainstream now.
Yeah, now because it's mainstream, it's on Netflix. I think in Australia it was like 5th most watched show in Australia, which I thought was like, wow, that's wild that it's number 5 in Australia.
It's just so good. Like I think it's so different to I don't watch Love Island. Do you watch Love Island?
No, I don't.
I've watched like The Bachelor and stuff, but the format, I feel like the whole Inferno and Paradise thing is so original first. And also the way Asian dating shows are like, it's just different from Western, because it's not like
So different.
so slutty, and they're not like licking each other's faces and like actually having sex or anything.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's really subtle, and that's what I like. You know, it's like could be the slightest thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, oh my god, he touched her hair.
Yeah, when
like,
they hold hands,
they're
in the
holding
helicopter.
hands. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And I get so excited just
yeah,
from
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I didn't even actually compare it with like American or Western
It's so
dating
different.
shows. I think it's just a bit. I feel like some of these dating shows are a bit old fashioned now, like the Western ones. Like have a rose and like the music, and it's like, I don't know, just I don't know what it is, but like something about
It's not as fun. This one seems more fun to me.
it definitely
with the
helps
games and
having
stuff.
everybody attractive.
Oh yeah.
That definitely helps. And I think they really like confuse them. Like they put them into like weird, like really hard situations. Like, you know, you have to pick somebody to go to Paradise with from, you know,
day one
or the first minute of seeing them, just from first impressions.
Yeah, just from there's been people, I think the host, and what's also interesting about this show and a lot of like some Korean reality shows is that there's a panel of judges reacting while you're reacting to the show, and it's their first time watching the contestants, like all the people on the show, like so it's like interesting hearing their thoughts and their reactions. That's my favorite part. But one of the judges is from the previous season, Dex or something, and I think when he was on Singles Inferno, I didn't even know if he had one night in Inferno because he was so popular, and he was he came in later. So there's these people that there's usually 1 or 2 guys or girls that come in like 3rd episode or something, and they're like the game changer people that throw everyone off because either they become really popular or I don't know.
Yeah, and they've always, like, by day 3, everybody, like, so much happens in one day. So by day 3, you've already established, like, who's with who and who likes who.
Like, initially. And who went to Paradise with who on day 1.
Yes.
And that is always, like, a really important big deal, it seems like. Like,
at least with this season.
Like, you were my first person. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were my even though nothing happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, having Dex on the panel, I
funny.
love it. Yeah, he's great.
But he's actually he's actually a good host too. Like, he's not everyone could just go and be a host either, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do a whole episode about Dex because I really admire him and he's killing it right now. So after like Singles Inferno, he is like on Korean TV. He has his own YouTube channel. Like,
he was already doing YouTube before, right?
Yeah, but this really, really blew him up.
Yeah.
And threw him into like mainstream media.
Yeah.
And he has so many fans, including me. So yeah, he's definitely my favorite. I think
Yeah.
out of all of Singles Inferno.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think what was really interesting is that, okay, yeah, talking about Dex, because he's, what stood out was that his background was like, oh, UDT.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's UDT?
Yeah.
And I'm not Korean, right? So I'm just like
Yeah.
watching this show as a non-Korean.
Yeah.
But what is it? Like soldier. He was in the army.
Some kind of army, but it's like one of the hardest and most respected.
Yeah. Because in South Korea, everyone has to join the army, right? For a year or two. But yeah. Anyways, there's another guy in this season who was from the army. How do you say it?
Yuk Junso.
Oh, Yuk. Okay, yeah. Yuk.
He's UDT, and I was like, when I was watching with Ryudo, I was like, oh my god, he's UDT too, and he's like, what the hell's UDT? And I'm like, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I also watch it with my husband, and we both love it. Like we just both love watching it because it's just like we can all judge and like
So
see what
this
happens.
show is like the one where you can be. If you're not judgy, you can't watch it because that's where a lot of the fun comes from. You're like, oh my god, why would he say that? Or why is she saying that? Or why did she do that? And
you have to, and it's very superficial because everything is about looks and like your body and what you do and stuff, and yeah,
that too, and also like
you're
what
allowed
you say
to
and how you carry yourself.
how you carry yourself. Yeah.
So I said Dex is my favorite.
Yeah.
Who's your
Of all time.
all time?
He's probably my favorite too.
Yeah,
I mean, who's better than Dex?
He's got everything. Like I think what I love about him is he's very accommodating and like he knows him, like how do I say it? Like he can really make the other person feel comfortable. And whenever he talks to people, he's able to make them feel really, really comfortable and be themselves. And he's funny as well, but he would put self down and make the other person feel good when he makes a joke.
Yeah.
And he's got these like really great qualities, and it's really interesting to see him like with other Korean celebrities, like real huge Korean celebrities, because for some reason if you put him with anyone, he seems to get along.
Yeah, I think he's just really naturally charming and great with people.
Yeah.
And
He's
like
also
there's
handsome.
nothing to not like. Like there's literally nothing he would fault. Like even in that season where everyone loved him, like every girl was going for him, and but he never made it sound like from memory, he never made it like purposely hurting someone. Like even if he was rejecting someone, he wasn't like, it wasn't hurtful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he always has good intentions.
Like, and he's not an idiot. Like there's a lot of things that happen on the show that you're like, man, you're an idiot, or you shouldn't have said that or something. Like he doesn't say the wrong stuff. Yeah. I think.
And he's also the fittest, at least in the last season. He was the strongest, fastest, like because he's UDT. Yeah. And he was also the most handsome.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
So he's the whole package.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the
favorite girls.
Oh, favorite girl?
Of all time.
Oh, for me, it's Chia.
Oh, yeah,
I love Chia just because she's just got this amazing energy about her. And she's also not cocky. Like she's just, she's got this confidence.
Quiet confidence, maybe.
Like she's confident and she's cute and, you know, she's honest. And yeah, she just seems like so sweet. And I know some people don't like her.
I liked her.
Because of the way she looks, or there was some controversy around her as well because she wore like fake
branded
designer
stuff,
things on the show.
But that's not
she's
worth
my favorite.
Being cancelled for.
In Korea, they will cancel you. Yeah.
Fine, but still.
Yeah.
Damn.
How about you? Who's your favorite girl?
I don't remember from the last seasons who was my favorite anymore. I wish I did, but then that means there wasn't a favorite, right?
So just Dex.
But right now I'm really like Xian.
Xian.
Yeah, Xian.
New season.
Yeah, new season.
Okay, yeah.
She's my favorite at the moment.
Ooh.
And there's been favorites, like even in this season, I like the girl that wears the green dresses. like
Oh,
with the lighter hair.
Cheon.
Yeah, like I like her style. I think sometimes it's like I'm drawn to the girls like style or how they look. Yeah. How about you?
This season, I think Xian is my favorite as well. But
I'm-
she's also the most popular.
She's also the most popular. But I thought everyone loved the game changer who just came.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, head in.
Yeah.
So you do like her?
I like her. Like, I think that she is a standout when she arrived. And I think she's beautiful. But then in the end, I just felt like I still love Xian in the end.
Yeah.
don't know
What do you
why.
love about Xian?
I think she's like, looks really sweet, but she's also confident. And she seems like she's experienced with like guys and relationships and stuff. I don't know. She's just pretty to me.
Yeah.
She's just pretty.
Yeah, I think she's very attractive as well. Something I didn't realize about her is you get so much info through
really?
TikTok, but there used to be this TV show called Produce 48, and it was like a show with like 100 K-pop trainees,
Wow.
and they all compete to be in this group of 12 girls, I think, or 10 girls, and that group is like owned by like a TV channel called Mnet,
Right.
and they only get to debut and be a group for 1 year before they disband.
Right. Does that happen every year?
Well, I think there was controversy in the last season because it got rigged,
Oh.
and all these people like made it into the group because it's purely based off like a phone call like voting system, and there was all this like controversy and like evidence that it got rigged.
Crap.
Yeah. But even like in Squid Game, you know the girl who's pregnant?
I didn't watch the latest season yet.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I know of that character.
That character, she was also in Produce 48. Like that was
Oh wow.
so
That's
many
how
famous
she came
people.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Xian was in that show.
Yeah. Did she make it to the final?
She didn't, and I actually remember liking her, and then I totally forgot about her, and then I saw some TikTok saying this is Xian from Produce 48,
Yeah.
and I remember thinking, oh my gosh, she looks so different because she actually got like her jaw looks so different now.
Oh, so yeah, she's done surgery or something.
Yeah, like her eyes are the same. I'll show you later.
I think
what
I
she used
saw
to
some
look like.
footage, but I didn't know what show she was on before.
Yeah. So it's interesting because like she was meant to be like, working to be an K-pop idol, and now she's on this dating show. I think it's a really good transition for her. This is an amazing opportunity for her career because she's
And
shining.
she's already a model, right?
Yeah, it's interesting they didn't say
That was her
like,
occupation.
Yeah, I thought that was quite strategic as well. They didn't mention
Also,
anything.
the artist, the UDT guy, every time he was on a date, he never said he was from UDT. He just said, "I'm an artist. I'm a illustrator," which is
Yeah, I wonder why
true.
they do that.
But it's interesting that he didn't say like. But then they share that in the intro,
yeah.
like when they do share.
Yeah, like even Theodore, right?
Yeah,
I saw another TikTok.
he's an actor.
His job is an actor, but this girl was saying how last year Theodore was her tour guide.
Tour guide.
Yeah,
in New York.
in
Korea.
In Korea.
Oh.
And apparently he was talking about how he's going to go to New York and he's going to act and and he was just helping his friend out to be like a tour guide. So there's like all this backstory. I just love TikTok, how it's got so much info.
People just dig up all this.
Yeah,
info.
and she literally dug up all of her old videos from the travel
Yeah.
and like posted like videos of him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God. People just have everything. But anyway, I thought it was I think it must be a strategic thing. Like,
Yeah.
say the job that makes you sound the most interesting.
Yeah. And also, we're not going to mention that they're from this old show or like thing. Like, even though we know.
Yeah.
Like the producers of the show would know.
100%.
Like the casting people would know. But yeah. So who's your favorite guy on this season?
this is hard.
At the moment.
I think it has to Okay, so
Changes.
it has to be between. Can I pick two?
Yeah.
Okay.
We picked
I
two
think
girls.
it has to be between Theo and Chunso. Chunso? Is that how you say his name? The UDT.
UDT. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, it's not Chunso. Wait, let me get. I am so bad with names.
Yuk.
Yuk. We'll call him Yuk Chunso. Yeah, Yuk Chunso.
Okay.
Yeah, they're my favorite. I actually really didn't like Theo in the beginning.
Oh, really?
Because I thought he was like too much.
Too much. Yeah.
But then I was like, oh my god, he's actually really cute.
Yeah.
Like he's funny.
Yeah.
And I think I love that he is completely himself. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
At the moment it's Theo as well.
Oh.
Like honestly in the beginning, sorry, like I'm just going to be judgy, but honestly at the beginning it's like it's not his looks really. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't like Dex is more handsome. But in the whole show I'm just like Theo's approach, like I respect that and how he's so loyal to his choice and how to say it, he's so thoughtful and like to Xian because Theo likes Xian. I was like, that makes him attractive. That makes him like to me, I'm like that makes him the top because of how he is as a man.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Hopefully he's actually like that, but that's how it seems.
Yeah.
I did like UTT, Yuk, but then he seems a bit like wishy-washy to me.
Yeah.
At the moment. So I'm like, is he just a bit young or he can't make up his mind and he's not that forthright like Theo. So that's why Theo still wins.
Something that I found that the subtitles couldn't capture is Yuk. The way he speaks.
Yeah, what's with that?
So he will say things in a very masculine way.
Yeah, like as if he's talking to a bro.
Yeah, like a bro.
friend.
Yeah. Did the subtitles kind of capture that? Or you could hear it?
No, I could understand through the way the judges were commenting on how he speaks.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay, he's too casual. Either he's too casual or like, I think someone in the judges said, oh, that's what you'd say to your mate, not a girl or someone. Yeah.
Like for example, like have you eaten? It's like 밥 먹었어요 or 밥 먹었어.
Yeah.
But he'll say 밥 먹었냐?
Like Eden, like
밥
that.
먹었다?
Something
밥
really.
먹었냐? 냐?
Yeah.
밥 먹었냐?
But
Which is
that's
like
weird.
really something like a old man will say or like a guy to a guy.
Okay.
So that was a bit off-putting. That's what the panel was saying.
Yeah, they were saying that.
And I think that made me think like, I don't know. It's like I love that he's being himself and he's being authentic. But yeah, some girls might not like that because you feel like you're being treated like a bro.
He definitely looks really cool. Like I think he has great style and he's like handsome in a unique way. But yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah, I think the next episode will be interesting because Xian and oh, by the way, spoiler alert. We probably
spoiler alerts for everyone if you haven't watched it.
Yuk and Xian, they pick each other and they go to paradise in the next episode.
Yeah.
And that's his chance to really, flirt
I'm
with her.
It's so late in the game though, but yeah, sure.
But he still has a chance.
Yeah, he
a
still
very
has a
good
chance. Yeah.
And I think she's open to him as well.
Yeah, true. It'd be nice to see him actually commit and try for a girl because I haven't seen him do that yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, that might change how I feel.
Yeah. It just shows like he's one of those people who's like this. He's super attractive, and I really like his personality. Like, I think he's a great person, and he's really funny and really cool. But you need that. It's not even flirting. It's like you need. I don't know what his
connection.
Not connection, but like being able to. Yeah, maybe flirt is the word. Like it's being attractive or like trying to.
He has to try. Like, sorry, am I cutting?
He has to try.
Like, you could be the hottest person But if you're not going to approach, especially in this game when you watch it, you're like, you can't just sit there and expect someone to like be into you
Yeah.
and not do anything. Like you have to put in effort,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, he did express his feelings to Xian.
Yes.
And I thought maybe that's what's attractive, like being honest and saying like you are
Yeah.
the one I'm interested in. But
Yeah.
he only said that because she asked him as well.
Yeah.
I think if he straight up said, you're
Yeah.
my number one at the moment,
Yeah.
that's kind of cute, you know? But he
It's
lacks
kind of
that.
hard.
He
It's
lacks
hard because they haven't been to Paradise yet. So they've only had that one date,
That's true,
coffee
that's
date.
true.
And there's this preview of the next episode of who's under the covers together,
Who is that?
which is like really, really raunchy for this show.
Who do you reckon that is?
So
Under
who's
the
going to
covers?
Paradise next? It's
Xian
Yuk and
Yuk?
Xian, yep. And then it's Taewon and the green girl that I like.
Cheon?
Yeah, the girl with the
Yeah.
And Minsol and Dongho.
Are they going together?
Dongho is going with someone.
Oh yeah, with
Minsol. I thought that was
Is
her
it?
name.
What's her name?
Oh, is it not her name?
No, I don't think it's Minso. I think
Arin.
it's Arin. Yeah,
Arin,
yeah. And it can't be them. They look way too conservative.
Who would it be then?
It has
might
to
be
be-
Xian.
No, it can't be Xian.
Taewon.
I think it's Taewon and Cheon.
Maybe. Oh, I don't know.
Has to be. Oh my
don't
gosh,
know.
that's our prediction.
I don't know. So, Xian, our favorite girl on Singles Inferno 4,
Yeah.
she also, it seems like she still kind of likes Chongsu. Is that his name? The tall guy who owns cafes.
Yep, Chongsu, Kim Chongsu.
Yeah. What do you think of him and them?
Freaking hate him.
I'm so hate him as well. I hate him too.
Really don't like.
Why is
guys
he
like him.
lying?
I don't know what the girls see in him.
Me either. I'm like, he's just a straight up player to me.
I think they like his face because a lot of the girls said that.
Like, what about his face?
I think it's like that Korean face that they like a Korean handsome face. And okay, the only thing good about him is his voice. Like you got to admit, he's got a good voice.
I guess, but all that doesn't count for me if you act that way. Do you know what I mean?
No, they can't see it.
But they're too. He's too charming for them, or something. That they're like, oh, he's still like. Yeah, I don't know.
And I think he's very considerate. Like when he's with that one person,
He's a gentleman with that one person. Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll cuts the meat for you. He'll massage your hand. He's a sweet guy.
Yeah.
And I think
he's like the dream. He's like a typical dream boyfriend.
Yeah.
For like in Korea, right? Like
maybe, yeah.
like as a standard, like he's
I think
tall,
tall, handsome.
Yeah.
And I think
he has a nice face.
yeah, nice voice.
Yeah. He has a nice body.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's a bit older as well.
He's a bit older. Yeah. He runs his businesses.
Yeah, and he's good at holding a conversation with people.
Yeah,
as
like
well.
he's confident.
But zooming out and seeing all of his actions, like
Like he hasn't done anything that bad yet.
no, he has.
But
he's a liar.
He's a liar. Yeah, he's a straight up liar.
He's not straight up. Like he's not honest. He twists things, and
He's
I feel
looking around for other girls. Like that's what I
think-
hate.
I think it's okay to look at other.
Not literally looking around. I'm just
Yeah.
also literally he's looking around, but also he's keeping his options open to different girls and saying different things to different girls.
I think that's what's
Yeah.
annoying. Like what he says to everyone.
Like he's leading everyone on.
and the fire, the campfire night.
yeah,
I
that
thought
that was over. That would like
Me too.
cut
I
my
thought it was
hopes.
done.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was the most honest campfire throughout all the seasons
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
I
Like
think they're drunk.
this, but this season, even between the girls, they're not hiding who they're into. they're just like, oh yeah, I'm into this guy.
Yeah.
And I think about this guy, like they're really honest with each other.
Yeah.
Whereas previously I feel like people were a bit more secretive about who they actually want to be with.
Yeah, everybody's more cool about it, for sure. What was your favorite scene that made your heart flutter?
The flower ring.
Oh, really?
I thought the flower ring, and when Theo made this ring out of like the decorations, and just looking at him, the scenes of him picking around the set for this
that was cute.
freaking flower. I was like, what are you doing?
And using the little
And
nail
then-
clippers.
And then the way and I just melted when he said to Xian, you told me that you wanted a romantic and happy life.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, he remembered that from like their first paradise date.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
And he said that and he put that into action. Like, that is so sweet. Like, no one, I don't know if anyone has actually even done that for me. Well, like, they probably have. But I mean, that is really sweet for that short amount of time, right?
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I thought that was a really sweet scene. I think the scene that made me like go, because I watch it by myself.
Oh,
But
really?
Yeah. And sometimes Ryder watches it with me,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I usually watch it by myself. And the scene that I was like, kind of like, was, in a good way, was when Theo and Xian were in the helicopter. And
Oh,
he
the handheld.
Yeah, I think that was like my number one.
That was a big
scene.
squirmy, happy moment.
Because you know how he was like, did something and then
distracted her,
and then made her feel shy.
and then
And then
got the hand.
that was
Done.
so sweet.
Yeah, that was really cute.
And she just grabbed it as well.
I know. She fell for it. But
She looks
it
so
worked.
happy.
I know, yeah.
I think that was my favorite scene.
Yeah. And I was like, so what if Jongsu, sorry if I'm saying it wrong, massaged your hand that day?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It seemed like it was good, but I was just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of the common questions in the show that people ask each other when they're trying to get to know each other without knowing their age or occupation is like they ask each other, what's your ideal type? As in, what's your ideal type of person that you're looking for in a relationship? So if you were single now, what would you say your ideal type would be? Like, how do you say that? And it seems like is it a very like Korean dating question?
Yeah. I didn't think that question was weird.
Yeah.
Because that's a very typical question for people who are single.
Do you think we asked that when we were younger? Like, what are you looking for? I guess
Well, maybe
kind of
Korean friends, but like there's actually a word for it in Korean, which is 이상형.
이상형.
And 이상형 is like just your ideal person. You know, your dream man or dream woman. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's 이상형 it's a very, very common term.
Yeah.
And you know, like in Korea, there's so many celebrities and like so many different people. Normally, people would attach like a celebrity name,
Oh,
as
okay,
well.
okay.
saying like, oh, maybe someone like 공유 is my 이상형,
Yeah.
like the way they look or how their personality seems. 이상형 for me, I would say I don't really have like a clear person in mind. Maybe like Dex. I know it's keeping Dex, but Dex is very ideal for me. I know we're in relationships and we're talking about ideal
Yeah,
people,
we're in relationships right now.
but these are just ideals,
it's
right?
just ideals.
We can still dream. I'll say Dex. I'm trying to think like which like celebrities I have crushes on.
Ah.
It's kind of similar. Like I'll think, yeah, Dex. I'll say Dex
Ah, okay.
because he's like masculine as well, but also has like a funny and cute side, and I think he's really hardworking. Like he's working really hard on his career, but he's so easy to talk to, and yeah, and he's handsome. Yeah, he's the package for me. My 이상형. What about you?
You made it so easy because you just put like a celebrity onto it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Do you
easy.
have a celebrity?
I mean, if like celebrity, I would think probably like Daniel Wu, if you know who that is.
I don't know who.
You don't know who that is?
Maybe if I see his face.
But he's like, I mean,
Daniel
an old actor in Hong Kong.
Woo.
But I think he's like,
Oh my god, he looks like
from-
Simeon. This guy.
Really?
This guy.
yeah. Really?
He looks
A
like
little
your husband. Yeah.
No, but I think he's handsome, and then he's just an actor, but he's like American or Canadian background, and yeah. Anyways, he's really famous. He's just like, if I don't even know what he's like in person. Obviously, he just, that look is attractive.
What about characteristics?
Like personality. I think humor is
Oh yeah.
important. Confidence is important. And I think that's also why I like Theo is a guy that doesn't make you worry about being with them. Like a guy that's very sure that they like you and gives most of their attention to you.
Yeah.
And you're not like, you know, when you're young, you're like, oh, you might be jealous or worrying like who they might be with. But it's like someone that really gives you that like reassurance that they're like 100% committed and there's nothing you need to, you know, no drama like that.
He's very loyal.
Yeah.
And he's very, very assuring. Like, he makes it very clear you're the one. There's no one else.
Very clear, yeah. But not to the point where it's like fake.
Yeah, it comes across as real,
like
right?
genuine. Yeah. How about you?
I don't know if that is as important for me. I think I say Theo because what I like about Theo is that he's quirky. And I like that he doesn't care about what people think. Like, you know that scene where they hold hands and then he does this?
Yeah, I know. That was so good. I was like,
and
it's so funny because she's like, oh, stop it.
know,
but it's so funny. Yeah. Like, what's wrong with you?
So basically, if you're not watching us, there's a scene where like he matches up with Xian and then they hold hands and then he lifts his hand up.
Like he won a prize or something.
Yeah, and she's just like, what
like
the hell?
They won the show.
But it's just that sort of energy. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if millions of people are going to watch this show. I'm just going to do what I want to do and do what I feel like. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So it was more that energy that I really liked about him.
That's cool. He's silly.
Really, really silly.
Confident, and It's fun.
And then with Yuk, I think what I liked about him is I like his energy and I like the way he, you know, when he's having conversations with people, he's very easy to talk to. And even though he does talk a little bit like a bro, I thought you could tell he's a really good person, and I like that he's creative as well. Like he can draw.
He's creative.
And he's funny. Like he loves, like you can tell he really loves swimming.
Yeah.
And I think he's someone you could really have a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
And he kind of reminds me of Rydo, like my partner now.
Yeah.
In a way, he's kind of got this soft side. And I think even though he's really strong, I think I really admire those qualities. Like somebody who can be a really good listener.
Yeah.
And I get that vibe from Yuk. Like you can tell he's somebody who would really, really listen sincerely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I think that was such a fun episode because it's just like we're not really we're just like catching up on our thoughts on the episode, like the show, and it felt so good to like release that because who else am I going to talk to about it with? But yeah, it's really
same
fun,
way.
and it's one of our favorite shows. You were saying it's one of your favorite shows.
Oh my gosh,
it's just so exciting that it came out, and we're like, oh my god, it's back.
Yeah, honestly, I think I was more excited about this than Squid Game.
Oh yeah, I haven't even watched Squid Game, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed talking about this, and I know Rox really wanted to talk about Culinary Class Wars after you watched it.
Oh yeah, but this is a way better show.
Yeah, but I'm glad we got to talk about a TV show, and I'm curious, do you want us to talk about more TV shows? Because we love watching things.
Yes.
And we can definitely have more of these kind of
have
episodes.
Thoughts and opinions, yes.
We definitely do. And please let us know if you want more content like this.
Yes.
But yeah.
And because Singles Inferno finale hasn't happened yet at this moment, but when this comes out, it would have.
It would have, yeah.
So maybe just put your comments in, like, who's your favorite contestant? Who's your favorite guy or girl?
Oh wait, I'm really sorry, but can we
guess who's gonna win?
Oh my god, that's what I was gonna say. Not win, but who matches up.
Predictions.
Okay. Sorry, no more ending. We're wrapping up, but we're unwrapping now.
Unwrapping.
Okay,
so
Xian.
excited.
Who's
So
Xian
soon.
gonna end up with?
I hope she ends up with Theo, but I feel like she won't
I think
for
she'll
some
end
reason.
up. I think she'll end up with Theo.
I hope she does. I really hope she does. I feel like they should go to Paradise one more time just to
I don't
make
think
sure.
there's any more left. Or
Really?
maybe there is. Maybe there's one.
Hopefully
more.
there's one more.
Okay, so are you picking Theo?
Yes.
Okay, so
I
Xian, Theo. Who else?
Who else? Oh, Taewon and that girl. They'll end up
And
together.
Xian. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the new girl?
The new girl.
And Tongho.
I mean,
I think Tongho and Erin will pick each other.
oh yeah. I don't know. I feel like Tongho and the new girl. I this is a weird thing to say, but I felt like new girl doesn't feel as natural with Tongho. New girl feels like she's way above his league or something. Like just way in a different category of like person. Even though she's saying that she likes him, I just can't see them in reality together outside the show. And I feel like Tongho feels more like maybe manly or more like himself or more of a match with Arin. Like he can actually, I don't know, it's just a different vibe.
I feel like he looks like he likes Hedin a lot.
Yeah.
Because he's never had that kind of person like him.
Like him, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably
But it also
strange for him.
Yeah. But you could tell he's loving it. Because it's so new and novel.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, I think she's 24.
Yeah.
She's got like her whole
But the other
life
girl
is
could be
ahead of her.
24. I don't know.
Oh,
we don't
yeah,
know
true.
how old
she's
she is.
definitely older than 24.
You think so?
I think so. Because she comes across as very young.
Yeah.
And
Xian
energy
is
as well.
24 too.
Really?
Isn't she?
Are they the same age?
I think she's 24.
Oh, wow.
Xian or 25. I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I definitely felt that like she's like, oh, I like guys who are quiet, and it's almost like she wants to be with somebody who doesn't challenge her, but like makes her feel good, kind of thing. I don't know.
Like she says she likes people who are opposite, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
You know, like literally everything opposite, or
yeah.
And I hope the other guy, the Dream Man guy,
Dream Man?
Chong-soo,
Oh,
the guy
yeah.
we don't like.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll end up with anyone anymore.
Hopefully, no one.
Yeah, right.
Please.
Right. Like who's gonna still like him?
You know who we haven't talked about? The game
New
changer guy.
Oh,
Who is
he's
he
not
gonna-
really a game changer.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, he's a bit boring.
Yeah, anyways. So is that our predictions? Everyone else is going to end up alone?
Yeah, I think so. They're the only
Okay.
ones that matter, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes in the show it's like only a few stand out and the couples, and then you kind of get over the other people.
Yeah.
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 You know what? Sorry, this time it doesn't seem like they're struggling enough on Inferno. Like they don't even show them washing dishes or having to get water. Like it seems like they have more
That's
budget
true.
or
And
something
more
this
food.
time.
I feel
Yeah.
like they must have complained. Because, like, in the other seasons...
Or
some
they have
people-
more money to
Well, I think
use.
they always had a lot of money. But I think they made, like, you know, the rooms look a little bit more air-conditioned.
Yeah.
And
The
'cause
rooms look really good this time.
Yeah, they look good. And I think last season, people felt sick and from the heat and stuff like that.
That's bad.
And I think like making people like go get water.
Shower outside last time.
Well,
I don't
it's
know
just
if it
like
was.
at least make water accessible.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a bit silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do agree. I think they're getting better food. They're getting fed better
like
as well.
I don't even know if they're cooking because you don't even see those moments of them cooking. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
last time it's like, oh, someone tying up your apron.
Yeah.
Like, what if they're just eating and literally just leaving it and then having their moments? Or
Yeah.
focusing on, I don't know.
And then there's like like a whole crew of like
Yeah.
kitchen crew in the
Yeah,
background.
because there's a whole big pot of soup and rice. Like, who made that?
Yeah, unless it got cut.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
I mean, they do have
they
nothing
do.
to do.
They do still eat really basic stuff sometimes.
Yeah, like sweet potato.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and tuna and rice or something.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
I thank you guys for listening to
I
the end. Now we're really wrapping up.
We had to release that. It was so fun.
Yes, we really needed to. But thanks for tuning in, and let us know in the comments what you thought about Singles Inferno.
Yeah.
And let us know if you want more of, episodes like this.
Yes.
Right? Thank you for listening, and see you in the next one.
Thank you. Bye.